Hey guys, this is Rosie and welcome to my channel, The Stylish Sicilian. We are back with another BEIS video. Yes, I have seen how much you guys have loved my last BEIS videos, so obviously this brand has been pretty interesting to you. So I thought it was time for another. And recently they dropped a new collection called the Premium Collection, which is made of cactus leather, which is supposed to be high quality faux leather, which I can get behind that. So I thought we should check it out. Quality is supposed to be better, the style and all that, just everything about it's supposed to be elevated, as well as the price. So the price is a bit steep. So we're gonna go and talk about these together and decide, are these worth it? Because this is probably the first BEIS product that I haven't decided if I'm gonna keep. And because I do have a lot of her stuff and I'm like, do I need cactus leather? Because I do have others. So I thought we should figure that out together. And a reminder to please, at the end of this video, hit that like button and subscribe button. I like being here every week with you and those really help me out. All right. Let's go. So just a heads up, if you wish to learn a little bit about BEIS more in detail, check out my first BEIS video, which I'll link at the end of this video, so you can kind of learn a little bit more from that one. So let's begin. So this one's gonna be the Premium Weekender in beige, and it comes also in black. This one retails for $348. Sorry, I had to look at my left. So actually, I wanted to know, I don't remember my other ones coming in such a fancy bag. Maybe they did, and I just can't recall. It does feel kind of like, you know, not that exciting of quality, pretty cheap, but it is still nice and embossed here. So let's open this up. Ooh, fancy schmancy. All right. Woo, sorry. All right, so let's check her out. Ooh. So this is pretty nice. It's already feeling pretty luxurious. It's not gonna be like leather, so keep that in mind. It's never gonna be like that. So you can kind of see here, it does say it's made from vegan cactus leather. Cannot talk. And it has basically all the same compartments and features that the Weekender does, but it's just a scotch more elevated. So you'll notice here that there's this little button, so you can actually close. Sorry, we're gonna do this. You can close this together, and it does have the BEIS button, so that's kind of nice. So it's kind of gonna have somewhere to be. It doesn't like flop around, which is nice. You can kind of see here quality. It does feel really nice, actually. It does feel like I could still probably wipe it. That's pretty cool. So let's see what the hardware looks like. Hardware is pretty simple. This looks like that. Actually, I'm kind of disappointed there, but maybe that's the vibe. It's supposed to look a little bit more minimal. So the bottom, the same. And it does have the bottom piece here. It does not come off. It comes all the way to this point, which is pretty much like the standard. And you can see in the bottom here, it has where you can put your shoes. The inside of it is like a twill material. So pretty nice. Can you hear it? And what's great with the newer models is that the wall of this is sturdy and structured, so it doesn't like fall down or anything, which I did not enjoy not having in my first Weekender. So this is appreciated. So that's really nice actually. So basically the same. It does have little feet here to keep it from getting dirty. So you can kind of see how far out those go. And then you do have your pocket with your key leash. She always has those and everything, which is very appreciated because I can never find my keys. So that's great. And the key leash is also cactus leather. Let's twirl her around. So this is always such a great feature. I feel like I love this probably the most, and it's the trolley pass-through. So you can either keep this as a pocket and about that much of my hand can go in, or you can put it through your carry-on or your luggage or anything like that. I'll show you what that looks like in a bit. Oops, I'm just pulling these off. Let's see how it is on the inside. Oh, and I did want to note that she actually, I don't think I have this on mine. So you do have buttons on the side. So you can kind of, and like, obviously this is going to be for when you use the strap, but I'll get to that. But it has these cute little buttons that you could close it, or you could kind of give it more of this kind of closed up look, or you could kind of go more tote vibe. So tote, not a tote. Okay, so let's open it up. So she did say that the top is meant to be not very structured so that you could feel more in this bag. So let's empty it for a minute and see just how big it is. Okay, so here you go. Here's what the inside is. So it's pretty big. You can fit so much in here. And I do like how, I'm not gonna lie, I do like a structured bag. So this has gotta be a preference for you, but you can fit more when it's like this, right? It does have the twill inside, just like the inside of the shoe compartment. You can see here a little bit better. Laptop sleeve section. You have 2 pockets right here. Sorry, this is always a tricky thing for me when it's just me holding all this. You can see that. And then you have right here a little compartment. It's pretty big. It's all twill. Very, you know, it does feel like nicer. I wouldn't say it's that much nicer. Maybe I just don't know any better. And then you do have the fancy. So you can see here, this is something I was actually really excited about. She did add this feature, this kind of like very fancy bee. So you can wear that and it would be like across your straps like this. It looks pretty cool. So let's see what that looks like. So you could clip that here. And here it does feel really, these feel like really solid. And she does have her business name on there. So BEIS is on there. Ooh, that's really cute. And that opens up so easy, actually. Great. Let's see how it looks on. Ooh, hello. Let's go. That's great. I actually really like that. What a good feature. I didn't think it'd be a big deal to me, but maybe I like nice things. So there's that. And I think you all want to see a comparison. So let's do a side by side. So this is the other standard weekender. So you can see what they look like. I'll zip them both. So here's what they look like side by side. Okay, so a little bit bigger. Kind of see the black one. It's kind of different, I would have to say, because the black doesn't move as much. So actually, I feel like we'd have to open it to get a better view of how big it is. You can kind of see a little bit better. Spin it around. Hopefully this helps you. It's really hard. It's not a true apples to apples. The fabric and the material do how it seems, but it does feel similar, pretty much the same in size, so not bad. But you can see the bottom. There's not much of a difference, just the color and the material. Pretty great otherwise. And then obviously the straps are different, right? So let me show you those a little bit better. So you can see that this one's this is harder, more structured. These are really loose. To be honest, I do prefer this still because I like how long it is. And when I put it over my shoulder, it's not so tight versus this. You really can't put it over your shoulder, right? You have to use the strap otherwise for that. So I do think that this is nicer, but this does look a little bit more like upscale compared to that, right? That's the whole vibe. So let's measure it. All right, so let's see how long this is. Do we want inches or centimeters? All right, so this is a little over 16 and a half, I want to say. About 16 and a half inches long ways. And the width is about 7 inches. So let's see, tall wise, this bag, height of this bag. Can I just tell you, I'm so bad at this. Like if I ever have to put a frame or something up, I really just can't handle it. So this is about 18 inches long. So there you go, or high, tall, blah, whatever. So there you go. So I do like this. I don't like the price. $348 is a lot to me. And I feel like, I don't know, I guess I'm so stuck in as being one of those people who just always goes for like real leather. But after doing that Kylie Jenner video haul where she did faux leather, I actually could appreciate the quality of like good premium faux leather. So I'd say with the holidays right now, try to get it on sale. It's a big price to pay, but I do like it. I wouldn't say it's love. I think it's great, but I don't think you'll see me spending $348. Sorry, Shay, I love you and I love this, but mama can't buy that. So, but I'll link it below if anybody else wants to. Oh, and last but not least, I'll show you what it looks like. The trolley. This is my workout for today. There you go. And there you have it. Time to roll. And for those of you who wanted a comparison of it with the mini weekender, here you go. So this is just a regular mini weekender. You can kind of see, again, the straps are longer. It's about the same. You know, this one's a little bit bigger, even though it doesn't seem like it next to it. I think that when you look at it maybe from this angle, it does seem a little bit bigger. So, and I did put all the paper inside so you can kind of get it, a comparison there. So yeah, there you have it. That's those two. All right guys, so now we're gonna be checking out the premium duffel, which we haven't done a duffel here. So this is exciting. So this premium duffel is $308. So Little less pricey. I think what you'll notice is that it's missing kind of the shoe carry-on section. So it's kind of like the top without the bottom. So a little bit less. So what does that saving you, like 50 bucks about? So you have to decide if that's worth it to you. But it's the same concept. Literally everything about it is the same. The only thing I have noticed so far is the trolley pass-through is a lot bigger. So I feel like the pocket is so much bigger. Just to give you a comparison, that's how much bigger the pocket is on this from this one. That's pretty big, very significant in size. Let me put that back, but let me show you. Hello, that's huge. So kind of a nice thing when you're kind of getting less with the space on this. So it does have this clasp to keep that together, just like in the first one. You do have the same twill lining on the inside and cactus leather on the outside, which does feel nice. And then you have the key leash in cactus leather too. That's always like a great feature. Let's see what these look like. Hello. So these look very simple, which you may or may not like that. I feel like I would have liked her to have cuter zippers, but I know that with this she's trying to go minimal. So you can see here she's kind of going more minimal. Versus if you look at like the right weekender, it's a little less luxurious because it's like a cloth tag, but I do like how these look. But I guess if you're gonna go with that nice leather, faux leather, it's not gonna be the same. Same concept here. You can open it or close it, so you keep it like a little scrunched up duffel, or you could go more of a tote vibe. So you can like wear this like a bag too. It's just really big. So if you have a lot of stuff on a daily basis, you know, this is your vibe. And then it has obviously the hook here for when you want to use it with the big leash. What do you call it? I can't talk today. With like the crossbody bag. I didn't notice this on the first one, but look how nice that tag is. It's so fancy. When you get the regular weekender, it comes with one that looks like a luggage tag and like a plastic, which is kind of cool because sometimes we still use it. I think my husband, no, he doesn't have it anymore. But here, you know what's funny? He actually traveled with this, but still hasn't taken the tags off. That's what that looks like. So thank you, Brian, for not taking that off. All right, so let's open it up. So it's also very like, you know, same material, so it's gonna be loose, but when you open it, hello, it's very flexible. Okay. So you have the same, what do you call it? Oh my God, I can't talk today. The bag strap. So we're gonna take that out to see what that looks like in a second. But here's the inside. So you have the same thing, the same, you know, laptop sleeve. You have here the 2 pocket, 1 and 2. And then you have a zipper pocket, also on the fancier twill. She's saying this is kind of more luxurious as well. So every part of this should feel extra luxurious. So she did like mention it's kind of like has no structure to it. So you kind of scrunch it up like that, but you could fill this up, you know, to the brim. That gives you more flexibility. So you kind of have to decide if you prefer that or not. And it has this beautiful bee that she says she worked really meticulously to try to get right. So let's clip it on. And I do love how structured these are. I want to know, actually, I'm gonna look and compare something in a minute. So you can kind of see how nice that is. So I do love how this is so easy. Can you hear that? Probably not. I should get a little microphone, do ASMR of this. Okay, so here's what it looks like on. If you like that. Like that bee right in the middle. So that's pretty. And then there's your bag. I actually kind of like this. I do miss the bottom because I feel like I would be using it a lot. But if you kind of want something a little bit smaller and on the go and you feel like you'll really never use that, you know, footwear section, I do use it for shoes. You know, this is what I'm talking about. I do use this for shoes. I do it for wet stuff all the time. I use it with my kids sometimes to the pool and I put like their wet stuff in there because it's so easy. But if it's just like running around, I guess this is not so bad. But I guess if you also like that kind of slouchy vibe, I don't feel like it looks that great next to me, but let's fill it up and see how it looks. Get a true impression here. If I was to wear this fully filled, what's it gonna look like? That. So it's pretty big. I feel like if you're one of those people like me, I love my Longchamp bag, and I know I say that wrong. My Longchamp is my favorite bag that I convinced friends of mine to buy it, and I even got myself the backpack because I just like how simple and easy it is. So it's kind of giving me that vibe. So if you like that, you might like this. It's just not nylon. So I do want to compare the straps. So let's look at that. I know this is the mini weekender. So the straps on this, how these ones hook up, they go from kind of like where one strap is to the other, versus this one is side to side. So let me put this on just to give you an example for reference. So this has this little strap here This one does not have that. The straps feel kind of similar, the woven part. So you have to be okay with not having this soft part, which I do like having that, which I'm surprised they wouldn't add to this, considering maybe they could have added like a little cactus leather strap. So I do still prefer this. I'm sorry. I'm still a fan, but I do think this is luxurious. So if you kind of want a little bit more elevated, less, you know, trendy, I would say this is probably more trendy, then you can go get this for $308. It's great, but yeah, so you have that, and now let's measure it. Are you getting dizzy with me? All right, so I forgot to mention there is little foots here, so you have little stands. All right, if you are watching me and go like, oh, Rosie, you're measuring wrong, I know, probably. All right, so this is also 16.5 inches long ways, and about a little over 6.5 inches width-wise. So I feel like that's smaller. And then let's see how tall this is. It's gonna be shorter, obviously. A little shorty, but a true size, 14 inches. 14 inches tall. So there you have it, people. There's the duffel. And I wanna show you the trolley pass-through. Come on through, trolley. Come on through. So I wanna show you what that looks like. Okay, so there you go. That's what that looks like. I will say, I think it's gonna be a little trickier to slide on, because sometimes I don't know about you, but I'm always in a panic, even when I don't need to be at an airport, and how kind of small this is so nice, because I know I'll just like slide it in. So you can see how much that was. So let me try again. It is really kind of hard to get on. Oh boy, probably because of the material. So that's how long that took me. Let's do this. Point here. So I want you to know that. Keep that in mind. That's what these videos are for. They're to help you out in figuring out what's the right buy for you. All right, guys, that's it for today's video review. My final thoughts on this is that I do think they feel very nice and very luxurious. I can appreciate that. I do think it's a lot though for the price, so I don't think it'll be a keep for me. I actually still prefer my weekender, my mini weekender, the OGs. So if I was gonna tell you to purchase something, it'd probably be those. So I'll still link below the regular weekenders too, because you know, during the holidays, these are like the best gift. I just love them. I always feel like I want more. My husband has one, I have one, my friends, my parents, they are really tried and true. So I do think Shea Mitchell has hit gold with that. But yeah, these are kind of more of a treat if you feel like you have a few of these and you want something a little bit more elevated and also from BEIS. I do think these are nice. So if these are in your budget, always a great idea. They're not gonna be a keep for me today. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe and let me know your thoughts on this video. Are you gonna be purchasing these? I'm always curious. Thank you so much. Happy holidays and see you at next week's video. Ciao.